Bodine 52, how are you, folks? It has been a great summer and a half with my 2000 Road King Classic that goes by the name of Duke. But you know how all good things come to the end. It's that time. See you, good fella. The colors are changing. The wind is blowing. The snow is coming. And I must be a wimp because it is that time that I am going to put Duke to rest. And that would be for the winter, folks. If you were thinking I was getting rid of Duke by the introduction, no way. But I am out, going to give Duke the last run here, fill him up, put some treatment in her, or in him, I should say. I'm sorry, Duke, that was just wrong. And get him ready for the winter months. Now, I am not done riding, that is for sure. For the year, I will ride as long as there's no ice. I would say I'm probably good to about 40. If I'm desperate for a ride and it's short, maybe 35. But if you're new to the channel, I do have a 2021 Road Glide Limited. And let me just say, you're a little more protected from the wind with that. By the way, do you guys have these cop things here, or the speed limit things? Do you get close to them and then just speed up just to see the sign go up? I'm going to do that one day, and I'm going to get a ticket. I am telling you. But, yeah, I am definitely going to put Duke to bed. You know, it is a little cooler when you're riding on Duke as it gets to the fall. I have put my Clockworks windscreen back on, and that helps a ton. But it is a little bit chilly, so I'll go down to just one bike here for the next month or two. Or honestly, whenever I can get out and ride from a weather perspective. Here in Michigan, once that salt goes down, I am done at that point until all the snow and salt goes away and we get some good rains, and I'll take the truck out on the road and just make sure it's ready. But it's downright depressing, isn't it? Now, you folks that are in California and Florida and all that are riding all winter, yeah, I know. But you know what? Quit giving me a hard time about it. Invite me down. Tell me how the guest room is. Is it close to the water? What's the temperature? What's your address? You know, prefer a king-size bed. I'll bring the beer. I'm not selfish. I'm not going to take over your house, but I would. It would be sometimes nice. I've been in Tampa the last, or for a week or so, a few weeks back, and it's right around 80, 85 degrees, and I got to tell you what, it's was really nice. And I wish I was there, but reality is I'm in Michigan. I do like the seasons, but Duke has been an amazing bike again this summer. You know, I do ride my Road Glide, and before that my Ultra Limited. I would say 80% of the time, and Duke's been a kind of around town bike, and I have I probably put a couple thousand miles, 2,000 or 3,000 miles on this bike. Doesn't it have to be cold on the water? I'm just saying. And it'll be about a 10,000 mile a year for me, so hey, that's great. More than I usually do, and I've said in previous videos, it's not about the miles. To me, as a badge of honor, it's opportunity to ride and all that fun stuff. So really excited about that, and I just wonder how many of you are in the same place that I am, where you're starting to put the bike down just because of the temperatures and the weather out. And it's funny, and I talk about this all the time with some buddies. I always put some treatment in, say it's the last ride, put it on the battery tender, put a cover on it in the garage, and then 1 week later I go out and ride. It just happens that way. So it's actually a good thing to do to get it ready for the winter, and then it usually helps me with the temperature. But For any of you that are in those cold winter months, what the heck do you do? I'm fortunate that a package showed up today from Custom Dynamics, so I'll be able to do some garage videos and some more lighting on my Road Glide Limited, which I'm pretty excited about. But I'd like to know what you kind of do in the winter, and I guess that's why bears hibernate, right? Just, I wish I skied or snowmobiled, but I don't. I do spend time in the woods hunting, but yet I won't ride on my motorcycle at 40 degrees, but I'll sit in a tree when it's 0 out if I think there's a chance for a buck to walk by. I better think that one through. Also, and if you're new to the channel, this is a 2000 Road King Classic. And I'll tell you, the last couple times I've rode Duke, he's been a little temperamental. This is definitely a bike that you gotta let him warm up a little bit, so he sits in the driveway 5 or 10 minutes before I go anywhere. If you don't, he runs a little rough. But other than that, it's just been a great bike. But as the temperatures get colder, I can hear him saying, "Dude, I don't like this," because he just does not definitely run as well. For that, and I'm sure there's some reason. So if you happen to be and it is EFT, by the way, so if you happen to know what may be going on, let me know. But it still runs great. I still want to pass this guy, all that fun stuff. But it is time to put him down, and I know there's been tons and tons of talk about whether you cover your motorcycle, how do you treat it, you put the battery tender on, all that stuff, and that's, there's a million of those videos out there, so you can go look for that. I'm not going to tell you what I think you should do. I do treat them, I do cover them, and I do put the battery tender on them. I do that. I put the tender on it almost all the time anyway, but especially in the winter, I want to make sure that I'll clean them up before I put them down. But it is a little bit sad because I love the roar of the King. That is for darn sure. But it's been a great bike. Haven't had any real problems with it this summer. I have new shoes on it, as everybody knows, the beautiful white walls on the King, and got it worked on. And it really has been running great, and it's been just a super, super great bike. And I say this all the time. While every now and then, every 2 or 3 years, I seem to trade my normal ride bike and touring bike, and I'm convinced I'm not going to do that anymore. But, I've had multiple people that either follow the channel or saw my bike on Instagram send me notes going, say, how much what would it take to get that bike off you? And people willing to pay probably more than he's worth, and I'm like, sorry, he is not for sale. So he's in the stable for good. So, but we're gonna top him off on gas, admire his beauty and the ride just a little longer, and take him home and put him away, and hope for some more days over the next couple weeks that I can either get him out again, or I'll definitely be taking out Dutch's, my Road Glide Limited 2021. But hope you are figuring out what you're going to do through the winter. We'll make sure that we keep talking to each other. I'm going to continue to put out videos, hopefully once a week, on different topics. I do have a couple videos that I have already filmed that I'll release later in December about different topics and gear and stuff like that. So I'll continue to make sure I'm communicating with everybody, and do truly appreciate you watching the channel. And let me know what you're doing with your motorcycle for the winter, what you do to get by. And do you, like me, go into your garage and just talk to your bike in the winter? Because that's what I'm going to do. Plan on it. I'll probably do a video. Thanks, folks. Be safe out there. Be vigilant. Know you have somebody. If you ever need a hand or a phone call or somebody to talk to, feel free to buzz me, and I'll always be glad. Let's help take care of each other. Be safe out there. Bye-bye.